Hi everyone, welcome. Please let me know if the audio and the video are actually looking good on your end. Give me a minute, please. Let me just see if everything is looking good here. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to the live reading and thank you so much for joining in. I'm just going to explain a couple of things as usual as we are starting out with a reading. This is a free and donation based live reading, which means that the donation will be taking up the priority. I'm going to be doing the donation readings first, and then after that, I'm going to be doing the free readings. For those of you who are waiting for the free reading, please just post your questions once in a while and do not spam the chat. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome and thank you for joining in. And if you cannot see the live chat, you just need to click the subscribe and then wait for like around 5 minutes. It will appear. I think that's it. Yeah, just be patient and don't spam the chat. Thank you so much for joining in. So let's start with it. Okay, so I've already posted the donation one. We have Swerte Abba. You can post your question, and we're going to start. Hi, Sachi. Yes, Sachi, that's definitely right. I'm adding you to the donation list as well. Okay, I'm waiting for the questions for Swerte Abba, and then we are going to start the reading. Oh, also, Mabel, I think you did it when it comes into sending up the donation earlier, Mabel. I think you I think you requested it instead of sending it, so you can like check it again, please. Maybe it's like a mistake on my side, but you can just check it again. But I've already added you as well, so that's fine. Yeah, I've already added you if you Okay, so you want to have the channel messages. Okay, so you want to have two channel messages from Diana. Do you have any specific questions? I mean, like that you want to know from Diana, or just like whatever it comes in sweat there. But please let me know. Okay, so this is the first channel messages coming in here from Diana. First of all, here I'm getting communication blockage coming in here for from her here, communication blockage. Now, this communication blockage, because I've also got, I wish I could talk to you right now. So when it comes into the communication, or when it comes into her opening up herself, opening up her emotion, I've got three message coming up here. Is that she wants to tell you that even though she has some difficulties on opening up herself, not only when it comes into like regular communication, but also like when it comes into like opening up herself, like being honest and being open about how he feels, sorry, about how she feels towards you, and about how she feels in general, like the pain and the trauma that she has been going on. This is something that she finds it quite difficult. Like in general here, she finds it really, really difficult on opening up herself. So what happens is that she just rather keep everything within herself. She just like rather keep everything, like just like hiding everything within herself here, Swetia. But so this is one of the biggest challenge that she has been having within herself. And I've also got a very strong trust issues energy coming in here as well from her. Deep down, she also have a very strong trust issues, which is also can be projected sometimes and being manifested about how she is communicating with you. Like for example, like she can suddenly withdraw from communication, or she can kind of like being cold suddenly here, or like thinking, or just like saying stuff like you don't care, or like, you might be like talking to other people as well. Like there is this stress issues that she has within herself, that within her mind she thinks that everyone is just going to leave her one way or the other, and because of this she's having hard time to just trust that someone can actually care for you and care for her, and someone, oh, and at least like she's actually deserve to be loved and deserve to be cared. Like something like that is coming up here quite strongly. She's also wanting you to forgive her for certain things that she might have done in the past, especially on hurting you here, because what she wants to tell you here is that this is definitely not intentional of her trying to hurt you. This is definitely not intentional trying to, like trying to pain you with her words, or like with the way that she's saying stuff sometime here, and she also like, wants to forgive of that. Another thing that I've got coming out from her is that she wants to let go certain things. Like letting go here is not about letting go of you and letting go about the connection here, but letting go of the issues that she has within herself here, but she does not know how to do it. Sometimes it may seem that she's either not care about you, or sometimes she might seem that she is too hard on you, or like she's just like someone who does not have any emotion, someone who does not care about you. But what she wants to tell you here is that that is definitely not true. I've got you are my everything coming in here. With this you are my everything energy here, and the no energy that I've got coming in here, these two energies basically letting you know that even though sometimes she can be a little bit too hard on herself, which in return she can be projected it to you in terms of the communication, ignoring you, or just like being cold in general. That does not mean that she actually does not care about you. That does not mean that she's actually hates you or something like that. So this is the first channel message. And then I've also got the trust in the divine timing. Another thing is that she's actually really appreciative that you are there for her, and at least you haven't completely given up on her. But this is also another fear that I've got coming up from her here, is that she's afraid that one day you would just like, maybe like you would just come into, I mean like you would just like be thinking within yourself, okay, this is it, like I'm done, I cannot be treated this way anymore. And this is like part of her, like wishing or like wanting you to know here is that slowly she is actually changing, and she wants you to be patient on that. Another thing that I've got coming up is that ask for guidance and ask for look for sign. You may not be getting from her directly, like she might not tell you that, hey, look, I do appreciate you, what has been done to me, I do care about you, I do like you, or something like that. But look into the signs that she has been sending you. Like she might not be able to open up herself, like communicating in a proper words, just like other people, because of the issues that she has within herself here. So this is the first channel messages that I've got coming up from her. For the second one, I'm going to be checking out her energy to see any other information that I can pick up from that. So in continuation to that, the second channel messages here is also almost saying the same thing. I've got family energy coming up here. So she might not really have a good family, or she might not really have a good childhood to begin with, or in general here, again, when it comes into childhood trauma, or just like trauma in general, many people have this particular notion within themselves. A trauma means that one thing that they are hurt, I mean like one thing that have hurt them. But trauma is not necessarily have to be things that have hurt them. Like maybe when he was, I mean like maybe during her childhood, or maybe in a family, she grew up in a family where like her voice or her opinion was never valued. Like her feelings was never valued, her feeling was never listened. Like she never really gotten what she needed growing up in that particular family. So this is also like giving her that trauma, or that thought within herself here, okay, like no, even my family is not listening to me, why would stranger be? So there might be something like that here. Is also another thing that I've also got fragmented energy. Definitely she's broken, a lot of brokenness and emptiness coming up here. But the good thing here is that she's actually trying to heal. It's just that maybe because of the situation around her, the people around her, she might not really have a good support system around her, or people around her might not really someone that knows about mental health healing or emotional healing in general. So she never really gotten that information, she never really gotten how to heal completely. Like she never really have that support system around her. So even though she does aware that there are certain things within herself that she needs to heal, she needs to let go here, sometimes she can actually like going backward about that. So this is also another thing that you have to consider, especially whenever like she is moving backward, or she's like, if you see her progressing and then suddenly like she's got, after you see her progressing and then suddenly you feel like, okay, what's going on here, like why is she like moving backward, for example, something like that. She's actually quite struggling on staying focused on the present time, like staying focused on this time here, like okay, what is going on presently, what should I need to be focusing on, on here. Like she's definitely like finding hard time on doing that because of her own insecurities, because of her being her own worst critic. Here is also another thing that I've got. With this, a consciousness of like I'm the playing it safe here. She's always thinking within herself here that there is something wrong with her. There is something that she's lacking. Like she does not deserve to be doing things. She does not deserve to be, you know, like thinking things, for example, something like that. So this is also another thing that she's actually currently struggling with here, Swati. Overall energy I've got coming out from her, a little bit blockage when it comes into the sacral chakra. If you can actually talk to her, if you can actually like suggest her to do some, just quite easy, just look up guided meditation on sacral chakra on YouTube and then just play it on the background while she's resting or sleeping. That can actually be helpful for her as well. So those are the channel messages coming out from her. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, let me check in the donation list. You're welcome. Mabel, you can post your question. Still no communication yesterday. Would like to know his current feelings towards me at this time. I've got true love coming in here right away, Mabel. I've got the vast universe and fragmented energy as the overall. Let's see about how his feelings. Yeah, it may take a little bit of while here. I've got not now. I think he is. Let me just put. Okay, so it's kind of expected, I would say here, Mabel. Please do not take it personally because I've also got abuse and abusive relationship and childhood trauma. This person is reacting from that trauma, from certain abuse, from certain abuses that he had experienced, and how do I say it here? This is like a way of him reacting. Like this is just the way this is just the way he is. I would say here, like whenever he is angry or sad or just like frustrated, disappointed in general here, at times he can withdraw from communication. I won't say silent treatment because even though it might seems to be that way, this is why I've put a time frame coming up for you here. I've got the number 8. So try to just give it a little bit time here. I would say within the next 5 days to 8 days, 1 week, I would say here, he would definitely reply to your maximum from within the next 5 days to 8 days. And like I said before, with this fragmented energy coming up, I think I did this reading yesterday, right? If I'm not mistaken, when you asked me whether you should actually message him, I also said something that he may take a little bit some it may take him some time to actually reply you back. I've got not now energy coming up here, so it may take a little bit some time for him to communicate with you or to reply back to you because this is a way of him reacting from his own trauma, from the abuses that he had experienced within himself here. Once again, I've got another confirmation coming up here. I've got soulmate energy or twin flame energy and the true love energy coming in. So about him feelings, how he feels towards you here, like is he like suddenly not loving you anymore, or is he like wanting to move on from you, wanting to move on from you? Definitely not like that. The emotional and the feelings are definitely still there, but at the same time it's also hurting here as well, just feeling pain. And again, this is just the way he is. This is just the way of him reacting with the pain, reacting with the, just like with the how do I say it here, the frustration that he has within himself. Like this is just how he is, this is just how he is reacting. And about how he feels towards you here, I've got you are my everything coming up here, and you mean the world. He's definitely going to be coming back towards you here, and admitting to the mistake that he did with this. I know I made a mistake, and a new beginning is actually going to be there here as well for you. So this is some kind, I mean, like I did expect him to not really communicate, I mean, like to not really reply to you right away. Give it like, I would say here, the next couple of days and see how it goes. Mabel, but the feelings and everything is definitely still the same. I've got patience and strength coming up here. Yeah, even though I've got not now, like a little bit of patience. Within the next few days, he will definitely be messaging you here, Mabel. And he still feels the same to you. It's just that he's hurting, frustrated a little bit, and ego is also coming up here quite strongly. Trust in the divine timing. I've also got the vast universe coming in here as well. Thank you so much, Mabel, for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Hi, Renee. Yes, I did add you as well on the donation list. You're welcome, Mabel. Okay, so I'm doing Nate. I'm not sure if you're here, Nate. I'm just going to post the timestamp so it will be easier for you to check in. Your first question: what is W's current energy? What should I understand about the future energy? I've been getting a lot of broken energy coming up here from this person. Blockage when it comes into the sacral chakra, or just feeling a little bit of insecure, stuck energy coming in as well. All right, so let me just say this before I pull a couple of more cards. The first thing that I picked up coming up from this person, Nate, it's like someone who feels within themselves here that what is the word to say? It's almost like they feel like there is nothing to be grateful in their life, like in a sense that they might have gone through a lot of tower moment after tower moment, like things in their life is like starting to come and crumbling down, which means that they find it a little bit hard to like be grateful or be in that gratitude energy, which is why I've got the great gratitude energy coming up here along with the stuck energy and the victim mentality, almost like self-blaming coming in here as well, unable to let go certain things that they had experienced either recently or in the past, like certain things in their life here that they are completely not able to let go of. Insecurities coming in here quite strongly. I've also got a very strong fear energy coming in here as well. So this is what is going on with them. I feel like they're also currently in a certain environment or certain situation, especially when it comes into friends and colleagues. So again, this can be talking about the inner circle, which could also include family, but at this time I'm getting friends and colleagues here. There might be certain people or certain group of people around them that are not really supportive enough, or that are like having hidden intention or hidden motivation with them, in a sense that there are just like people who want to be taking advantage of them without actually giving anything back, without actually like supporting for them here. That's also another thing that I've got. Overall energy that I'm getting coming up is that they are not really in a good place at this time emotionally here. So if the last couple of days, or at least this whole week, especially the last full moon, I think it was on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. If you might have felt like a lot of anxiety, frustration, like if you just like you could be like doing your own things and then you like have this urge to just like suddenly scream, or just like suddenly just like want to throw everything and then just like lock yourself in a room. That could be their energy, because that kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. I've also got letting go coming up here. They are starting to, or they want to start to regain control of their life and starting to let go certain things and just like moving forward here to like they're starting to realize that there are certain aspects of their life, especially when it comes into the emotion, especially when it comes into their own mental health here. There are certain things that are not there are certain things that are not healthy. There are certain things that they need to heal from within. I've got the healing light energy coming up here. But in this process, because I can't say that they're just like starting up the process, but at least they are still in the beginning stages, I would say here. So there are still some challenges and some delays that they are facing. First of all, here is that the control that they have within themselves. They always want to be the one that is actually in control of everything. So now to let go and to just like trust, to just like like to just like take that leap of faith here is something that they're currently struggling with. That control energy coming up here combined with the inner circle around them, friends, families, colleagues here, and also certain issues from the past, or could also be like talking about their own emotion, anger, frustration. In general here, they're almost like thinking within themselves here, it is my fault, I don't have anything good. Insecurity is coming up. You're overall feeling a little bit stuck, feeling a little bit of stagnancy energy coming up here. That's their current energy. But this is just going to, I don't think this is going to last. I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last month the energy was also almost the same like this, especially during the full moon or during the moon phases. So I think this is also something that you can look up for next month as well, especially during the new moon and during the full moon. The full moon can be quite intense most of the time. So whenever you feel like the new moon has been affecting your energy, that means that they're also like quite struggling there as well. They have a lot of fear within themselves here as well in general. Now, moving forward here, the center energy of happy success and the healing light energy coming up here. So they're definitely going to be successful when it comes into this healing journey that they're currently taking on here. It's just that because they are in the beginning stages of their own journey, there might be some challenges and some delays that they're facing currently here. So that's it. The current energy from W. Let's see your next question. What should you understand about the future connection? A lot of healings is also first thing that I've got coming up here. Okay, so the future connection, what should N understand about it? So first of all, here I'm getting a very, very strong healing energy coming up here. And then I've also got the Six of Cups here, which is talking about the reunion or the reconciliation between both of you. Another thing here is that with this King of Cups energy coming up here, the other person, which is W here in this case, once both of you come into the reconciliation or the reunion, or even like before getting into that stage, you're going to see a lot of changes, especially when it comes into the way the W are working on themselves. Specifically here is that on how they are carrying themselves emotionally, because with this King of Cups energy here, this is talking about someone who is calm, grounded when it comes into the emotion. Like emotionally they're really, really stable. this connection is definitely going to be growing stronger. And with this Three of Pentacles energy that I've got coming up here, a mutual give and take energy, a mutual work from both of your side will actually be put in this connection. So this is not going to be like a one-sided connection in the future. Like both of you actually have come to the realization, especially in this case, W here have come to the realization about what they need to be doing to be emotionally stable. They are not going to be like overreacting. They are not going to be like, like being like a drama queen here, like definitely not going to be like that. Like they know how to control the emotion, they know how to control the anger, for example, the frustration, like they know how to do it. And they're going to be prioritizing the stability of the connection between both of you rather than personal inconvenience. Like not going to be selfish in general here is what I'm getting. Even though sometimes, even though this connection can be taking a little bit time to be forming up, like from now on until the future here, like to be in the stage where both of you are working on together here to rebuilding up the foundation of the relationship, to just continue working on the connection here, even though it may take a little bit some time moving in that direction, but both of you are already on the right track, especially with the Six of Swords energy coming up here as the overall energy. Both of you are definitely already on the right track. I'm also getting a very strong loyalty energy coming up here. So moving forward into the future, both of you are going to be loyal to one another. And with this Ace of Pentacles energy coming up here, this is also talking about stability and commitment. So loyalty, stability, and commitment coming in here as well quite strongly. And I've also got the Five of Wands energy here. Now this is like moving far into the future. There might be some, like, even though I do get generally here is going to be like a stable, like all of happiness, but sometimes there is definitely going to be like a little bit of argument here and there, and like fight here and there here, misunderstanding here and there. But even in this misunderstanding, even in like even in a disagreement here, both of you are going, I mean, like I said before, there is not going to be selfishness here. Even if there is some sort of like a misunderstanding or argument here, both of you will actually be able to make up with one another here is what I'm getting it. Overall energy here, I'm getting a very strong healing and reconciliation coming up here. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, so Amanda, if you're here, you can post your question, please. And okay, Amelia, I got your question. I'll do yours right after Amanda. And yes, Richa, I've received yours as well. Okay, general reading for you and your husband. Okay, I'm not sure if both of you are trying to get pregnant or if both of you are trying to have kids or if both of you still are able to do that, because right away here I'm getting a very strong new beginning and with the baby coming in here as well, Amanda. So if both of you are thinking about getting pregnant or like wanting to have kids, this is like a very strong yes energy, I would say here. I'm definitely going to be pulling up time frame for that. If both of you can still have children, I'm going to see when is the possibility for that to happen. Now, when it comes into your husband energy, okay, overall energy that I've got coming up here between both of you, things are actually looking good, and moving forward, things will actually be really, really good as well. The challenge or what you need to be focusing on here on an individual level with one another here is focusing on the communication and focusing on the throat chakra specifically here. I feel like both of you need to give a little bit more importance when it comes into the communication, when it comes into each other's. I mean, like individually on your own throat chakras. Your husband is actually quite stable and quite grounded within himself, I would say here with this loving man energy, like someone who knows what responsibilities that they have, like a breadwinner, like they know that okay, like I'm the man in the family, like I need to be doing things, like I know my responsibility, like that is my focus. Which sometimes here you may find him um, like you may find him too much focused, let's say on the work, or like almost like putting everything within himself here, like maybe he feels that this is his responsibility, he does not know how to talk to you, or he does not want to, like pressurize you, for example. Something like that could also happen, which is why I've got the stuck energy coming in here as well. That is something that your husband is currently feeling stuck with, or just like feeling stagnant in their life here, which again, coming back to the communication here, maybe you can try to, like ask him to be open up about that a little bit more. I feel like he's having like hesitancy energy to just like being open up to you, because he does not want to pressurize you. He does not want to think that, like he cannot do it, something like that. Here's also another thing that I've got both of you in this discovery journey coming up here, and then I've also got peace energy coming in here as well. The marriage, the connection itself, when it comes into your, I mean, like when it comes into the family situation around both of you here, there are definitely going to be a lot of peaceful energy and calm energy coming up here. And with this discovery energy coming up here, both of you are actually on the path of rediscovering about what is it that you need to be doing on an individual level, like your soul purpose energy coming up here. The only concern that I've got coming up is that with this back and forth energy, there is some hesitation, is what I'm getting coming up here, which could be something, again, I'm not getting this is something related to the marriage itself. So could be other than the marriage. So maybe like career, finances, something related to that. But again, this is, since this is a general reading, I think you know what area that is specifically here. Now, when it comes into the advice that I've got for you here, for both of you, I've got nature coming in here. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elemental. So if it's possible, try to, like let's say, for example, going out, taking like a road trip, like, or just like going out and spend some time together. If both of you cannot go out into the nature, let's say like park or something like that, just like be at home, like like talk and grounded and just like reconnection is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. I've also got miracles coming in here as well. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. So again, I feel like this is something related to the baby, because the first word that I heard was miracle baby. So I'm not sure if you are planning or if you're thinking about getting pregnant. There is a very, very strong possibility of that here. But again, in general, there are a lot of miracles, and most of your prayer, if not all of your prayers, are actually already starting to take place and will be answered soon. I've got balance coming in here as well. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. So when it comes into your personal and professional life here on both of your side, balance is definitely needed, which I feel like this is more towards your husband rather than your energy. Sometimes I feel like he can be way into, like his professional life. Again, I can't say that he is throwing himself into work, but maybe because of the responsibility that he has within himself here, that he's just like wanting to be focusing on that. And then I've also got cycles coming in here as well. Everything has its right time. The honor the cycles of your body, tunes into the moon magic. So I feel like with this cycle energy coming up, you're starting up from now on. I would say here you're going to see a lot of changes happening in both of your life here, personally as well as professionally here too. Let me pull a time frame regarding the pregnancy. For the pregnancy here, by earliest, I would say here during the winter season, and the number 9 coming in here as well. So 9 weeks, 9 months, or around late spring could also be quite significant for both of you here as well, Amanda. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I hope the reading resonates with you. Oh, did I miss you, Maggie? I'm so sorry. I think I thought I've already added you. Um, so sorry, Maggie. I thought I've added you. Let me just put down the list once again. If anyone has donated but I forgot to mention their name on the donation list, please let me know. So let's start with Amelia. Hi Moon, yes, I'll be doing free readings after I'm done with the donation. So you can just like post your question. I'll get to it. Okay, let's see, Amelia, is there anything I need to pay attention to with your position? I think I'm trying to communicate. Okay, is there anything that you need to know about your position? The first question here, Amelia, is regarding your job, right? Like not your position with him. Like I just want to make sure on that. Okay, yes, work. It's quite interesting because I've got a lot of coins and work-related energy as well. So, anything you need to know here? Let's see what else. Nothing concerning, honestly. Here, I'm getting quite a positive energy when it comes into your work situation here. I've got the Emperor, and then I've also got the King of Pentacles energy coming in here. I feel like this is more about your either your supervisor or like like the your boss or someone that higher than you. I feel like this person is actually quite good as well. Like I'm not getting someone that is controlling. I'm not getting someone that is like quite stiff, like nothing like that. I feel like you can actually quite let's say for example, if you need any advice or if you need anything when it comes into your work related situation that you need to discuss with your supervisor or like with the person that is in the higher position than you can actually do that. Communication with your higher level is actually really easy and really like really easy and can be like quite flowing naturally. Here is what I'm getting. When it comes into your finances here, things are going to be improving. I would say here I've got a very strong balance energy coming up here. So financially you are definitely going to be moving forward into a balance in a sense that either an increased income here, because I've also got the King of Pentacles energy coming in. There is also a very strong possibility of promotion, increased income, or at least some sort of like an appreciation energy that will be there as well here, Amelia. I would suggest for you here to pay attention on balancing up between your work situation and between your personal life here, especially when it comes into resting. Because with this eight of work, sorry, with this eight of pentacles energy that I'm getting coming up for you here, I do understand that you want to be focused on the work, but sometimes yeah, I feel like like you can actually work without realizing the time. Like you can just like too much focus on your work here, which might be affecting your physical health as well as your mental and emotional health. That's the only concerning thing that I've got coming up here. Other than that, the whole situation is quite balanced, I would say here. I've got the death energy coming up here, which is a very strong new beginning. And then I've also got the Nine of Cups energy coming in here as well, wish fulfillment energy and a new beginning energy coming up here. So when it comes into this position here, I think everything is just going to be as per what you desire, as per what you have been manifest it as per what you have been dreaming here, I would say. I've also got the justice energy coming up here. If there is some sort of like a legality or legal status or legal issues that might be going on here, either in this position or in your previous position, this is definitely going to be going up in your favor. If there is nothing related to legality here with this justice energy, everything that you have been dreaming, like this is like the justice that you deserve. This is like I feel like you have been going through a lot of struggle when it comes into your work in the past, and now you've finally gotten up, like the good karma, everything is actually coming up for you here when it comes into your work, when it comes into your financial related situation here, Amelia. So nothing concerning that I'm getting here. I think things are actually looking good for you. What I'm going to suggest here is that try to just like focus on your work, focus on yourself here. I, I think everything is looking good. I've also got the full energy and the three of wands energy coming up here. There is going to be new opportunities coming up here, either involving traveling or, like I said before, either like uh, appreciation energy coming up here. So could be like giving you some sort of like a bonus, something like that. Something like that may happen as well. So overall, I'm getting quite positive energy when it comes into this work situation. Let's see your next question. Yeah, Renee, I got it. I got it. I got both of the donation. Let's see a second question. Oh, will anything come in between him and okay, will anything coming in between both of you here? I've got the Queen energy coming up here, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands energy, but I don't think this is going to be the ex-wife, but let me just clarify. Yeah, I've got Three of Cups energy coming up. Yeah, there is a very, because the Queen of Swords energy that I've got coming up here is almost like the ex-wife energy that I've got coming up here, or someone in his family, but I'm not getting this energy coming up quite strongly. I've got the Three of Cups energy coming in here. There is, I would say, the involvement of the family or the involvement of the ex-wife may affect a little bit, but not really that strong. That's one thing that I've got here. The second thing that may affect the communication with both of you here is his own anxiety. I've got coming up here with this Queen of Swords energy, sorry, with this Nine of Swords energy and the Page of Swords energy coming up here. The Page of Swords energy is a very strong communication energy, but this is almost like a stalking energy, also another thing that I've got here. So you will see him communicating with you, and then you will see him like suddenly stepping back. And even when there is no communication going on between both of you here, he's also like checking out on you here, either on your social media pages, like one way or the other here, this person will be checking you out here, is what I'm getting. So that is also another thing that I've got coming up here. On and off communication, or like sometimes the communication can go in with the flow and then suddenly it's kind of like stop a little bit and then continue again here. And the center energy that I've got coming up is at the Three of Wands energy. So this is just like the beginning stages, which is means that this is just going to be a temporary one, not going to be like long lasting energy, because he's starting to be taking off when it comes into the communication. He's just like preparing himself here to be open more when it comes into the communication. Now, the third thing here that might be affecting the communication, like I said before, with his own anxiety, both of you coming up here as the Queen energy. I think you are fire sign, right, Amelia, if I'm not mistaken, because you're coming up as the Queen of Wands energy, and then he's also coming up as the Queen of Swords energy, as an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Both of you coming in here with the Queen energy here, while you are already, I mean, like you are not doing anything, like you're just like sitting there and just like waiting. Like this is your energy here, but for his energy here, he can be, I won't say overreacting. What is the word to say it here? He can be acting funny at times, I would say here. Like sometimes you could see him like just acting funny, being a little bit, how do I say it here? I can't say it. I can't find the word to say it. Like sometimes this person is like overreacting, for example, um, being a little bit on the drama queen, I would say here as well. So there are something like that, because he's still coming up as a little bit of unbalanced feminine energy. This is why the ego energy comes in here, and the anxiety comes in here. Like he thinks within himself here that you are the ones actually needing to put more effort. So like after, let's say for example, like both of you are in communication, let me just give an example, like both of you are in communication for 3 days, and then suddenly at the end of the 3 days here, he's starting to like getting his ego back in again. Like he's starting to think, okay, I've been communicating with her for 3 days, I'm not going to be communicating with her tomorrow, I'm going to like see if she's the one who's actually going to be communicating with me. So that kind of like playing game, like playing childish game can be there as well. So those are the three major challenges that both of you may face when it comes into the communication. But again, this is just going to be a temporary one, because he's actually preparing like to open, like he's actually prepared to just like come all into you here, which is also why I've got the 10 of Pentacles energy coming in here, moving forward to the relationship between both of you here, stability and commitment coming up here as well. So that's it for the challenges. Will both of you spend the holidays together? Okay, will both of you be spending up the holidays together? Here I'm getting a very strong yes. I did check whether both of you will be spending up, like will be spending time together by Thanksgiving or by Christmas. I'm getting more towards like Christmas energy coming up here. So by the time that the Christmas time comes in, both of you will definitely be able to spend time together. Of course, strength energy coming up here, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands energy here. With this karma energy that I've got coming in here, the month of November, or at least yeah, around the month of November, like from now until the month of November, here he's clearing, his kind of like cutting out this karmic lessons and karmic situation around his life. So in between this period here, this is why I've got that the communication might be affecting a little bit. But again, that's just a temporary energy, and like a quite sorry, just a temporary energy and a quick fix energy coming in here. I've also got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot energy coming in. This is a very strong moving energy coming in here for both of you. So yes, both of you are definitely going to be able to spend the holiday together. More specifically, I would say here by Christmas time. And by that, I've got the Eight of Wands and the Strength energy coming in here. This is a very strong energy of like stability coming in here when it comes into the connection between both of you, as well as things are taking off between both of you here as well. So yeah, both of you are definitely going to be able to spend the holidays together. Thank you so much for your donation, Amelia, and I hope the reading resonates with you. And thank you so much for being patient as well. Let me look back up. Okay, legal issue with your previous job. So if you're still like waiting to hear something from that, you will definitely get a positive answer of that. Okay, so AK, thank you so much for reposting the question. What is K feelings towards you? Does he still love you? What will happen? You're welcome, Amelia. What is K feelings? Okay, so AK. Alright, the first one that I've got coming up here, I've got third party situations. I've got also release the anger coming in here. I'm not sure how much information that you know about this situation here, but I feel like there is a third party situation around this connection between both of you. Third party situation can be another person, but could also be talking about karmic lessons here as well. Toxic friend, toxic family members. So I feel like something like that is actually surrounding this K person. And I've also got release the anger energy coming up here. I feel like he knows, or I think he feels that you know about this certain third party situation, or the I'm getting like this third party is one of the major cause of the delay for him to come to you, which you might know about this. And with this anger energy that I've got coming up here, I'm also getting that he feels that you are angry at him, or you're just like frustrated in general, which is why he wants you to release the anger. Like he wants you to not feel angry with him here because of this certain third party situation here. I've also got faithful energy coming in here as well. So I feel like this third party situation might be something related to family energy, because with this faithful energy coming up here, this person actually still has a very solid feelings towards you here. So there might be something, for some reason, this third party situation is a situation where he wants to get out, but he cannot do it. Like there are a lot of stuck energy and stagnancy energy coming up here quite strongly. And this is why I've got ask for guidance energy coming in here. I feel like how do I say it here? From your side, I can understand, like you might think within yourself like how hard it is to just like walk away from a certain situation that is toxic, from a certain situation that is no longer benefiting for you here, which I feel like he had tried or he wanted to do it, but for some reason he just cannot do it. Like he's like stuck. I'm getting a very strong stuck energy and stagnancy energy coming up here quite strongly, AK. And to answer your question, does he still love you? Yes, I've got a very solid yes energy coming up here. I've also got will you marry me energy coming in here. Wait, forgive and let go. So the major message that he wants to tell you here is that to forgive him and to not be angry or to be frustrated with this person because of a certain third party situation or karmic situation that they are currently stuck with. I've also got a communication block. It's quite interesting. Look at this. I've got I love you coming in here right away. Like this is like directly answering your question here. So yes, this person is definitely still loves you. I've also got communication blockage coming in here, which is the communication between both of you in general might not be really going on too well, which is again could be the reason why you're feeling angry here as well. I've also got do not feed the ego. Another thing that he wants to tell you here is that even though the situation surrounding both of you is not really productive at this time, but please do not think negatively, in a sense that please do not think that this person is just using you. Please do not feed into your own anger and your own frustration and your own ego. Like that is one of the main things that he wants to tell you here. So overall, about how does he feels towards you here, this person is definitely still in love with you here. Oh, okay, so that's why I've got the communication blockage energy, and I've got will you marry me here. So this is how he feels towards you. He does definitely still have feelings towards you here as well. So what is happening in future? I've got commitment coming up here, stability and commitment coming in here. I've got tower movement as well. So with this Wheel of Fortune energy and the Ace of Pentacles energy coming in here between both of you, this is a very, very strong success energy coming in here for both of you. So both of you are definitely going to be together, and success when it comes into the future connection, a future relationship between both of you. Also, especially with this "Will you marry me?" that he wants to ask you out here, he wants to marry you. That's definitely going to happen. Whatever that party situation or whatever karmic situation that this person is currently going through at this time, I've got the Tower energy coming up here. So that situation will also like getting into a huge disaster, I would say here. Like I'm getting a very strong disaster energy coming up here. And again, like do not, I mean, like when I say disaster, it's not really like something bad. I feel like this is just like whatever holding him back at this time, the third party or the karmic situation here will actually die down by itself. At this time, this person is kind of like struggling to maintain balance. I've also got the Four of Cups energy coming up here and the Hermit energy, which is related to, like the no communication energy coming up here. I've also got the Page of Cups, something related to children. So I'm not sure if this person has kids of their own, or if not, this Page of Cups energy could be talking about their own inner child issue, their own inner child trauma, or this could also be talking about like a family dynamic. So there are some conflicts with that, like the family dynamics, children related, or his own childhood related here energy is what I'm getting. So this is why with this Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles energy that I've got coming up here, this is what causing the biggest delay in the biggest delay in the connection, for the connection to actually take off. Oh, he has a child. Okay, that's kind of makes sense. I've got the Hermit energy coming up here, which is also another reason why he's kind of like keeping everything within himself here. Yeah, this is what I've got the Tower energy coming up here. This is a very strong sudden energy is what I'm getting coming up here. AK. He's married and he has it. Okay, so that is the third part of the energy coming up here. The Tower energy is a very, very sudden energy coming in here. I'm going to be pulling up a time frame for that. So I've also got the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a single energy. If he's married, this is also talking about divorce or separation. Like something suddenly is definitely going to happen. The number 9 that I've got coming up here can be taking a little bit some time. 9 weeks, 9 months, or late fall. But I don't think it's going to be like this year late fall. Could be like next year late fall here. So 9 days, 9 weeks is too soon. I would say here 9 months from now, or even like late fall next year, which is around a year from now, can be quite significant here as well. For things to pick up. I mean, like for the divorce, like for all of this Tower movement to actually happen, may take a little bit some time, I would say here. Okay, so patience is definitely needed. Like may take a little bit some time for the future energy to just like starting to take place. Let me pull a time frame for the contact and let's see when that will happen. All right, so for the contact energy here, I've got the number 5. 5 days, 5 weeks from now, again, late fall energy coming up here. At least the contact may happen around this year, late fall, or 5 days to 5 weeks from now. I'm getting here for the contact. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, let's see Angel, general reading. You're welcome. Okay, so when it comes into general energy around your life here, Angel, I'm getting a very strong travel energy comes in here. I'm not sure if you have certain plans on like traveling or like moving energy coming up here. So if you have a certain plan of moving or traveling, I think this is definitely going to happen, is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got lost energy coming in here. So with this lost energy, I'm not really getting a very strong material loss here, Angel. So that could be something that you might feel, that you might have been feeling at lost, I would say here, like just like completely like you might be feeling at loss, like you don't know what to do or what is the next step of your life. You're like something like with the lost energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly, which is also why I'm getting a very strong blockage or unbalanced energy when it comes into the root chakra, feeling a little bit ungrounded within yourself and feeling like at lost energy coming up here quite strongly. So try to, like do some guided meditation on root chakra, especially when you're sleeping or resting. If you have never done meditation before, just like play it on the background while you're resting or while you're sleeping. That's definitely going to be helpful for you on balancing your root chakra here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got a new and supportive connection coming in here. I feel like you are going to be introduced to certain people, or like a certain people will be coming in into your life here that will be serving up as a huge supportive connection for you moving forward into the future. I've also got present power energy coming up here along with the fear. I think you might be going through a certain fearful situation, and along with this planning and action, and with the travel energy here, you may have a certain plan surrounding traveling or like something with moving, like some sort of like a planning energy coming up, yeah, and you're just like waiting, or you have this very strong fear, like would you be able to fulfill that, would you be able to actually like go ahead with the plan, like that kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. So try as much as you can here. Do not give in into the fear. Once again, I've got grounding yourself coming up here. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. Try to really, really ground yourself, especially on the root chakra. This is going to be helpful for you. And it's going to be helping you on making a clear mind, like making a clear decision with a clear mind here, because sometimes, most of the time, I would say is that you are struggling on balancing up yourself when it comes into your fear, and when it comes into like what is the like whatever going on at the present time here surrounding you here, Angel. I've also got imagination coming in here. Envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. This is also the energy of manifestation, belief. Like I said before, I think you are planning on doing something, or you have a certain plan uh, for the future. I would say here that for some reason you are just quite doubtful with that, or maybe like you have this plan and then at this point of time you do not have any means necessary to actually fulfill that. But don't let that stop you. Like you can still manifest it, like everything will just like will just starting to fall into places when the time is right here, is what I'm getting. Overall advice that I've got coming up for you here, I've got freedom, and then I've also got passion. Sorry, I've got freedom, and then I've got patience coming in here as well. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. So patience is coming up here quite strongly. And then I've got freedom coming in here as well. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. So that's the advice that I've got coming up for you. Again, I'm getting a very, very strong friendship energy coming up here. So you will be welcoming a lot of like a supportive connection and friendship into your life here. Pay attention to that as well. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you so much for being patient. Okay. Okay, Sachi, let's see your question. General for coming weeks. I'm getting a very strong abundant energy coming up here for you, Sachi. So let's start with here abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings coming to you. So there might be some sort of like a money coming in here, or like some sort of like, again, generally blessings. I would say here it can comes in a form of money, or it can comes in a form of love as well, because I've got partnership energy coming in for you here as well, Sachi. Teamwork will give you a better result. Fun, trusty people to partner with. Build up a talented support system. And then I've also got deserving coming up here. I've got conflict, and then I've got back and forth energy coming in here as well. So in the beginning, I would say here there might be, okay, in general, I would say here there will be some sort of like a little conflicts here and there, I would say here. So this can be in a conflict within yourself, or just like feeling conflicted with other people, like some sort of like an unnecessary misunderstandings, for example, or disagreement might have been there. Could also be during the November new moon as well, like the energy could be quite intense there. And at times I would say here you could be like doubting yourself, like you have this very strong hesitancy energy coming up from your side also here as well, Sachi. Like you want to be able to do something, like you want to be like, let's say, manifesting something here, but for some reason that you just like either you are losing hope, or you are thinking within yourself here, do I deserve this? Can I actually get that, something like that here? So what I'm going to suggest for you here is that for the next couple of weeks here, try as much as you can here. Do not speak negatively here within yourself. Like it's okay for you to have fear. It's okay for you here to doubt whether you actually deserve on getting your manifestation or not here. Because even if you are having fear, even if you are doubtful whether you can get your manifestation or not, or whether you can actually like achieve a certain goal or a certain milestone in your life here, that does not mean that you are never going to achieve that. So you need to change your mindset here. Sorry, you need to change your mindset here into thinking that even though you have doubt, even though you have fear here, you can still achieve that. So that's what you need to be focusing on here for the next couple of weeks. I've also got hope coming up here as well. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So I think at times you might be losing hope, or at times you might be thinking like, okay, this is it then. Like I'm not supposed to have it. Like I don't deserve this here. Those are the biggest challenges what I'm getting coming up for you here in the next couple of weeks. So more like your own mental, I would say here, like your own, the way that you are speaking into yourself is something that you need to be paying attention to. Overall advice that I've got coming up for you here, Sachi, I've got action coming in here. Now is the perfect time to act, to inspire action towards your dream. Move forward with confidence. So no matter what here is that whatever plan, whatever thing that you want to be doing here is that take action. Like just go ahead and do it. Like even though you have fear, even though you have doubt within yourself here, even though you are questioning everything here, just move is what I'm getting coming up here. Move forward with confidence. So this is what you need to be focusing on here the next couple of weeks, Sachi. I'm not really getting any strong blockage when it comes into your chakra or anything like that. I feel like this is more of like being too overly being your own worst critic is what I'm getting coming up here. So try to just like focus on that, like your insecurities, like just like being your own worst critic, something related to that here is what I'm getting, Sachi. So just try to focus on that for the next couple of weeks. So like do meditation, ground yourself here. That will be helpful. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Okay, I'm going to do Maggie's. Maggie, this is your reading. I'm not sure if you're here, so I'm going to be posting out the timestamp. Just, you're welcome, Sachi. Maggie. What's coming in love for next month? Okay, Maggie, this is your reading. I'm going to put the timestamp, so when you come back, you can just like listen to it. What's coming in for love next month? Once again, it's quite funny because I did the same reading for you, I think, a couple of months ago, or I think was it last month, or if I'm not mistaken, the month of September. I still get the pregnancy energy coming in here. So please be careful when it comes into your relationship in general, I would say here, because I'm getting a very, very strong pregnancy energy coming in here. I'm getting a very strong fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which I feel like there could be someone from your past is making an entrance to come into your life here when it comes into your love situation here, Maggie. So please pay attention to that because I've got Three of Swords energy and the Tower energy coming in here. So it could be like your past relationships or your past ex would try actually to come back into your life, like making you feeling sad or just like creating some sort of like sadness, like just like making you remember certain things that had happened in the past. But take it as a lesson because I've got the star energy coming in here as well. This is a very, very strong healing energy coming in here. So the month of November, when it comes into your love situation here, be open when it comes into healing. Be open when it comes into like healing your past wound and past pain when it comes into relationship, because I've also got the Four of Pentacles energy coming in here as well, Megila. This is more like being open on yourself here. I'm getting a very strong fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius coming in here for you when it comes into love. I'm also getting a very strong water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in here as well. I'm definitely getting like something related to your past energy is going to make an entrance into your life here, which is why also I've got a very strong ego energy coming in here as well. So pay attention to anyone that may approach you when it comes into your relationship, be it like old person or new person, anything related to ego energy here, like listen to your gut feelings and pay attention to the red flags here is what I'm getting. And once again here with this Empress energy, there is a very strong possibility of pregnancy. Just pay attention to that. Once again, I've got here. And with this Queen of Cups energy that I've got coming up here, you need to understand here that you can be a little bit sensitive when it comes into your energy with people. And the reason for that here, this is part of your gift here, Maggie. Like you have a very sensitive soul, like you have a very sensitive energy around you, which means that you can actually kind of like detect any energy vampires, any like any people that have a very strong ego energy surrounding you. So pay attention to that. Like you have that very strong like you have that very strong gut feelings when it comes into that here, so pay attention to that. I've also got the High Priest energy coming up here. The High Priest energy is talking about stability when it comes into your love situation. So starting up from next month, your love life would be quite stable. Just pay attention and be open to like the emotional healing or some certain experiences from the past that may actually come back into your life here, Maggie. So those are what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. Hope you have fun with your family as well. Maggie is done. Let's see who's next. Okay, Renee, it's your question. It's your turn now. Let me just go back up if you have posted. Okay, what will happen between you and Jones and how he feels. Let me start about how he feels towards you. So when it comes into how this person feels towards you here, Renee, I've got I love you energy coming up here. So I think this person is actually already starting to like you, which I feel like both of you are definitely going to be forming up a relationship, but I'm definitely going to check that separately. But when it comes into the way that they feel about you, the way that they're opening up themselves, yeah, there is definitely like a energy sparks, I would say here, that is already there between both of you. Now, I've also got legal system and legal issues coming up here, and then I've also got emotional healing coming in here as well. I'm not sure how much information that you know about this. With this legal system and legal issue and emotional healing, this is something that he's currently working on at this time. Legal system can be anything from his past, and emotional healing here because I've also got self-love and work on inner self coming up here as well, Rennie. I feel like this is one of his major focus at this time. I think I've already told you this as well in the previous reading that this is definitely going to be like a new beginning for both of you. Like both of you kind of like needing it here, I would say. So when it comes into like understanding, like when it comes into like understanding of being mentally and emotionally stable first before moving up into the relationship, or before both of you moving forward into a something more committed here, both of you are already quite at the same place, I would say here. Like there is that mutual understanding happening here between both of you. His major focus at this particular point of time is that definitely getting more stable, both mentally and emotionally as well as financially here. But I'm getting more towards like an emotional stability coming up here quite strongly. So this is one of his biggest goal at this time. And then I've also got I know I made a mistakes coming up here. Now this is nothing related to you. I feel like this is something that he had experienced in the past, certain past mistakes that he already realized from that and wanting to change. So I'm getting a very very strong energy coming up here from this person, that someone who wants to change, someone who is actually ready for a change. Like he knows in the past he may not really had made a good decision, like he might have made certain mistakes here in the past, and he realized that, and he wants to change, like he wants to get better, I would say here coming up quite strongly. I've also got angels and universe are working on your behalf. So with this energy that I've got coming up here, this is also another confirmation that both of you are meant to be like both of you are meant to find each other, and both of you are meant to go in this journey together here as well. So this is how he feels towards you. He definitely like starting to like he definitely already opening up himself here on like liking you, like having that emotional feelings towards you here, and at the same time he's also like trying to be a better person within himself here. So that's it, the feelings that he has. Let's see the future. So I've got Eight of Cups energy coming up here and the Three of Swords. So when it comes into a relationship when it comes into his current energy here, with this Eight of Cups and Three of Swords energy that I've got coming out from him, I think he might have told me this as well. I'm so sorry if I'm repeating it here. With this, I'm getting like sadness and emotional pain coming up here, and I'm also getting like walking away from a certain situation. So he might have recently walked away from a certain relationship or from a certain situation, which is making him to feel sad. Like this is like again coming back to that emotional healing and self-love here, Renee. Like this is one of his major focus at this time. I've also got the Ten of Wands energy coming up here, feeling overwhelmed and feeling overburdened, like extremely overwhelmed energy. Even though I do get yes that both of you have a very very possible chance to actually move forward into a relationship together, stability and commitment, I've also got the Chariot energy and the Six of Swords energy coming up here. This is a very very strong moving energy here, Renee. So yes, there is definitely going to be a relationship forming up between both of you, but I feel like it may take a little bit some time, or at least he might be a little bit hesitant in the first time, but slowly going to be opening up into that idea. I've got the Lovers energy coming in here as well. So yeah, definitely there is a very strong possibility for that, like a very very strong yes I'm getting here. I've also got the Knight of Pentacles energy. It may may take a little bit some time, but I'm getting a very strong yes. Let me pull a time frame. By earliest, I would say here by the month of November. I've got November energy coming in here. If not, it may take around 6 weeks to 6 months from now, or late fall energy coming in here quite strongly as well. So that's the time frame for the relationship to be forming between both of you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Right, so next here is Crystal. Scroll back up. Crystal, if you're here, you can please post your question. I'm not sure if you did, because I couldn't find it up there. Okay, just post it. Will you be able to move from your cousin house to your future by next year? Okay, let's see. Yes, I'm getting a very, very strong yes for that here. Crystal, let me pull a time frame. Okay, so I'm getting a very, very strong yes for that here. I've also got the High Priest energy. This can be talking about marriage, or just in general here talking about a relationship into like a committed relationship, which is like moving in together here, coming up here quite strongly. And I've also got the Eight of Cups energy here, which is walking away and you moving out of your cousin house. So 100% yes, I'm getting a very, very strong yes on that. I've also got the Magician energy coming up here. Keep on manifesting it, keep on praying it here. The time frame that I've got coming up for you here to be able to move out from your cousin house and like moving in together with your future love here, I've got the number 2. So this can happen at the earliest, I would say here, the month of February next year, or early spring next year, but it also may take around the month of September to November next year. So may take around 1 year from now here as well. But again, this is the timestamp. I mean, like, this is the possible time frame that I'm getting coming up for you. But because of this magician energy that I'm getting coming up here, manifest it and pray about it, because this is definitely going to be happening a lot sooner than you're expecting. So yes, you are definitely going to be moving in, you are definitely going to be moving out of your cousin house to move with a new love connection into your life here. And I'm also getting a very strong marriage energy coming up for you. Maybe this marriage is not going to happen next year, but I think once you meet this person, like, everything is just going to be falling into places. Like, you just like have that very strong knowing here, like, okay, this is the one, this is someone that I want to be with here. Like, that very, very strong knowing energy will be there here, Crystal. So I'm getting a very, very strong yes for that. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Okay, Renee, yeah, just listen back, and if you have anything that you don't understand, just let me know on the messenger. Okay, next is Kizzy. I think Kizzy have already posted a question as well. Does James still have feelings for you? Okay, so let's see. Kizzy, you're welcome. Kizzy, I'm not sure if you're here, so I'm going to be posting up a timestamp. Okay, you're here. Okay. Yes, this is your reading, Kizzy. Is he in a committed relationship? I'm not really getting a very strong yes that this person is currently in a relationship or in a committed relationship with anyone. This person might have recently gone through a breakup or might have gone through a certain, yeah, definitely not in a relationship and definitely not in love with anyone else. Here, I'm getting Kizzy, because with this tower energy I've got coming up here as the overall energy and the five of pentacles that I'm getting coming up here, this person is definitely has recently walked away, maybe not so recently, but had walked away from a relationship in the past which he still hasn't completely recovered from, because I'm also getting a very strong fear energy coming in here as well. Another thing that I've got coming up here as the King of Wands energy, because of whatever experience that he had in the past when it comes into a relationship, this kind of making him to be stubborn, hot temper, and in general here like more into that stubborn energy coming up here. So to answer your first question, no, this person is not in a committed relationship or in love with anyone else. To answer your second question here, does he still have feelings for you here and want to reconcile with you? 100% yes. I've got Ace of Wands energy coming up here, and then I've also got the Six of Cups energy coming in here as well. This is a very, very strong energy of a reconciliation or a reunion that will happen between both of you. So yes, there is definitely going to be a reconciliation. Yes, he still wants to have a reconciliation, and yes, he still has feelings for you here as well. Apart from that, I've also got Five of Cups energy coming in here. This is a very strong energy of feeling regretful and feeling guilty in general. So I feel like there might have something there, there could be something happen between both of you in the past or either recently that might have been contributing to the breakup. With this Five of Cups energy that I've got coming up here, he's actually still consumed by guilt and he's actually still consumed by regretful energy in general is what I'm getting coming up here. So this is also another thing that might have been stopping him from communicating with you, or might have been stopping him from coming forward to you here. I'm also getting a very strong, extremely overwhelmed and extremely overburdened energy coming up here as well. Overall energy, yes, he still has feelings for you and still wants to reconcile with you here as well. Yeah, he's not in a relationship with anyone here. He might have recently walked away from a relationship or might have gone through a certain breakup. Might not be so recent, but I'm getting like a breakup energy that had happened, or like a, yeah, and like an end of a relationship or something like that. Like, he's not in a committed relationship with anyone, and he does want to reconcile with you. You're welcome, Kizzy. So next is Richa, and then after that we are doing the free reading. So for those of you who are wanting to get a free question, you may pose your question now, because I only have one last person to do the donation. Richa, if you're here, you can pose your question, please. Yes, Amanda, I've received that. You can post your question as well. So whichever comes in first, I'll do it. Okay, Amanda, finance reading for you and your husband. I'm getting a very, very strong new beginning energy coming up for both of you here, Amanda, when it comes into finances. Especially, I've got double tens energy coming up here. Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups energy coming in here quite strongly. So, when it comes into your finances here and your family life in general, I would say here, you are definitely going to be achieving as per what you desire. Like, I'm getting a very strong financial stability coming up here. Like, completion and stability when it comes into your family life and when it comes into your financial life energy coming up here as well. I'm also getting the justice that you deserve. So if both of you because with this justice energy coming up here, it's almost like whatever had happened in the past, like whatever you both of you might have lost in the past, or whatever struggle that both of you have been experiencing up until this particular point of time, you are going to be getting the justice that you desire. You both of you are definitely going to be getting the justice that you deserve, which is in terms of like financial stability and money coming in here. A very, very strong new beginning energy that I've got coming up here. And I've also got the High Priestess energy coming in here, very strong intuition energy coming in here as well. Focus on your intuition, trusting up your intuition is also another thing that I've got coming up quite strongly. Like I think you might already like have that very strong feelings within yourself here that there is just going to be like something new, that is going to happen. For example, like trust your intuition. I'm also getting a very strong of anxiety or like a trouble sleeping energy that both of you may experience, or one of you here with this Nine of Swords energy coming in here as well. So I think the most important thing here is that I do see money coming in here for both of you, and I do see both of you will be able to reach that financial stability pretty much soon, I would say here. And at this time, try to not really let your anxiety and let your fear taking control of you here is what I'm getting, Amanda. So yeah, that is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. I've got the number 4 coming in here, Amanda, for the time frame. 4 weeks to 4 months from now, or this late fall is coming up here quite strongly for things to pick up when it comes into your finances here. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. It's okay, Richa. I was actually waiting for your question. You can post your question. And for those of you who are waiting for the free reading, you can start posting up your free questions. So once I'm done with Richa, I'll get to it. Okay, love. Okay, so when it comes into your relationship and love in general here, Richa, I do get a very strong soulmate connection coming in here for you with this Two of Cups energy, and then I've also got a very strong Fool energy coming in here, which is basically talking about taking up a leap of faith when it comes into your love situation, making up a decision when it comes into your love and relationship situation here. I do get the next couple of weeks, so I would say here around the month of November, things are definitely going to be taking off for you when it comes into your love and relationship situation. And the center energy that I've got coming up for you here, I've got joyous one. So I feel like you will be meeting up a lot of new people here, or even like old people coming in into your life. Like just in general here, having fun energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. One thing that you still need to be working on yourself. I feel like you've done tremendous good job on that because I've got honoring path coming up. Yeah, I think you already have a very strong mindset, or like you have this very strong you have make a very strong decision within yourself. I would say here, Richa, that you want to be focusing up on yourself. Like you are not going to entertain anything less than you think you deserve. So in that case, you are already definitely in the right direction here, Richa. The only thing that I'm going to suggest here is that continue on this path because I've also got the shadow energy coming in here along with the Three of Swords energy. This is a very strong energy of sadness, like heartbreak energy. I think there is still a little bit of fear within yourself here. What if you open yourself into a new connection here, and what if you are going to go through the same heartbreak again? What if you're going to go through the same sadness again here? At least there is like definitely some that's definitely some thought like that on the back of your mind here. So this is why you need to be focusing on releasing that thought. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that I've got your higher self energy coming in here as well. You're already on the right direction. There are definitely going to be like a lot of new things happening for you the next couple of weeks, or at least around the month of November here. So let me pull a time frame. Wow, I've got the Lover's energy here. I've got Four of Wands, and then I've got Magician energy coming in here as well. This is a very strong energy of manifestation. Pray and manifest about it. And with this Four of Wands energy and the Lover's energy that I've got coming up for you here, this is also a very, very strong energy of a new connection and stability coming in into your life as well, Richa. So quite a wonderful energy here. Like your dreams and your wishes is actually going to be fulfilled is what I'm getting coming up here. There is also going to be good news when it comes into your career or financial related situation here as well. Okay, so that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. So let's start with the free readings. Let me scroll back up. Okay, let's start with the free question. I'm going to go from the top. Please just post your question. Please do not retract your question or remove your question. And try to not spam the chat. I'm doing Sherida first. Will you be getting the justice of your complaint? I'm getting a yes energy coming up. Yes, Sherida, with this world and the with the world and the Eight of Wands energy with the Page of Pentacles, but might not be something. I mean, if this is talking about like compensation, like some kind of like a money here, you might be getting some financial energy here, but may not be something as you're expecting it, or at least may take a little bit some time and may not be as much as you're expecting it. For example, if you are expecting some sort of like a financial retribution, but yeah, you are definitely going to be getting the justice that you desire. Ashley, is Tarel the right person for you, or should you move on? Okay, so I've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool energy coming up here, along with the Four of Wands energy. If you want to choose to move forward, I've got the full energy coming up. Yeah, this is definitely something that's still on the card. And when it comes into Tarot here, or Tarot, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing his name right. I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in here. That this situation between both of you here is going to be taking a lot of time. I'm not getting a fast moving energy coming up here, so a lot of patience will definitely be needed in this situation here, Ashley. Um, let's go back up. Jojo Shiva, you want to know if he likes you? I think he does. I'm getting a very strong yes, he does. Moon, will your friendship with T evolve into something more? There is a very, very strong possibility, yes. I've got the Lovers and then I've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think both of you already have a very strong feelings with one another as well. Yes, Moon, it will. Mm, the doll-faced diva. Will Eric still come over tomorrow? There is a very strong possibility, yes. Shy and curious. Does Jay have genuine intention? This person still have a energy within themselves here, shy and curious. I've got a very strong imbalance energy coming up here and conflict energy here as well. I'm not really getting a very strong yes energy onto that, or maybe this person just kind of like still have a lot of things that they need to figure out within themselves. Mm, Lauren, will you be financially secure? Yes, I'm getting a very strong yes here, Lauren, and I feel like this is also going to be happening fast. I'm getting a very strong, fast moving energy coming up here. Pink Roses, can you get a message from your person? Your person, sorry, I've got a very strong childhood trauma energy coming up here with release your past. I feel like your person is currently or may have a certain childhood trauma or just like a certain trauma or pain in the past that they're still currently working on releasing, on working on getting better within themselves here, Pink Roses. Ashley, when you and Norman get into a relationship, will he leave you? I'm not really getting a very strong yes on that. There might be a little bit of misunderstanding here and there, but not a not a separation, like not something big as a breakup or separation, anything like that. Divine Goddess, how did the Virgo felt after you texted him today? How did the Virgo felt after you texted him today? I think you might have caught him by surprise. I've got the Four of Pentacles energy coming up. He still can't. If he hasn't replied to you yet, it may take a little bit some time for him to do that. I'm getting like caught by surprise, and with this King of Wands energy here and the Four of Pentacles, he's still kind of like debating on how to reply, on how to communicate here. With this Four of Pentacles energy here and the King of Wands, there is also a little bit of stubbornness energy coming in here from them. So it may take a little bit some time. If you are expecting a reply for them, or if you're expecting things to just like pick up from the communication, it may take a while for that. But I don't see anything concerning, more like a surprised energy coming in here. Divine Goddess. You're welcome, Richa. Ava. When will you have children together? Oops. If it's not happening by late December to beginning of January, it may happen around the month of April or May next year. Shanti, will you have another reality show or TV opportunities? Yes, I'm getting a very strong yes, 100% yes. I'm getting a very strong yes. I've got the Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here. May not happen anytime soon because I'm getting a very strong spring energy coming up. So you may get some opportunity around next year spring. But yes, 100% yes, Shanti. Nikki, you're welcome, Moon. Nikki, will Malika and I reunite ourselves? There's definitely going to be a reunion coming in here for both of you here, Nikki. The Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. May take a little bit some time, but yes. You're welcome, Shy and Curious. Sultana, current feelings of Abdul, let's see. This person is actually feeling really, really good about you and about the situation between both of you, the relationship or the connection between both of you. I've got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. Very, very happy, emotionally fulfilled. Like they're actually quite happy where they are, I would say here. And the thought of is actually making them happy. I've also got the strength energy coming in here as well, Sultana. So this is also someone that is actually like quite stable, quite in definitely in a good emotional feelings, I would say here, Sultana. You're welcome, Lauren. You're welcome, Ashley. Yes, Angel. I think I did timestamp yours. Let me just go back up again. Mm-hmm. It should be around an hour from now, like just like go around like 1 hour here, Angel. Like the moment that you posted up the question, I directly did the reading. You can post your question, Lauren. Or did you? Okay, you posted the question on the PayPal. Okay, let's see. Lauren. Okay, let's see about how they're feeling about you. Are both of you in communication at this time, Lauren? Because I did get a communication blockage energy coming up here. Okay, so first of all here, how does this person feel about you? They're actually feeling good. I've got soulmate or twin flame coming in here. The only concerning thing, or like the only, how do I say it here? They're feeling a little bit bad because what they want to tell you here is that they are not really as aware or they are not really as awakened as you are. So if there are some sort of like a fight, misunderstanding, or if there is like any way that they have hurt you here, either by not communicating with you, either like by communication blockage, or just like um if they have if they have hurt you either intentionally or unintentionally here, this is due to the inawareness within themselves, like they don't know how to deal within themselves here, and they actually wish that you would release whatever had happened with both of you in the past, because I'm getting a very strong of like either unnecessary fight, misunderstanding, or just like some sort of like a heartbreak in general, I would say here, that might have happened between both of you either recently or in the past, when both of you um oh, you haven't spoken up here. Yes, okay, so what I'm getting here is that, Lauren, they feel that you are not as awakened as you are. They feel that you are they feel that sorry, they feel that they're not as awakened as you are, which is why there might be a little bit of misunderstanding or conflict, and this is what I'm getting here with the no communication energy coming in here. The communication between both of you is definitely going to be picking up. The main thing that they want to tell you here is that release the energy from the past. So whatever heartbreak or whatever fight or misunderstanding that both of you may have together here, they want you to be, I mean, like they want you to forgive them, they want you to release them. At this time I'm getting a very strong energy of a lot of like overthinking energy is what I'm getting coming up. This is also another reason why it may delay the communication to happen between both of you here. Like they are way too much on the thought, like they are thinking within themselves, should I do this, should I not do that, instead of actually doing that. That kind of energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. Let me pull a time frame for the communication. I've got the number 8 coming up here. 8 days, 8 weeks, or late fall can be coming up quite significant for the communication to happen between both of you here, Lauren. So yeah, that is the message that I've got. But communication is definitely coming in. I'm getting a very, very strong communication energy here. Angel, I did your reading. I did not timestamp it because you were there. Like you posted your question, general reading. I directly did your question after that. So I thought you were here, and that's why I did not timestamp your reading. So you may need to rewind back to around 1 hour. You posted up your question. You asked for a general reading, and I did your question, and I did directly after that. I did not timestamp it because I thought you were there. And I mean, like after you posted up your question, I directly did your reading. So you may need to rewind back. You're welcome, Lauren. Okay, Judith, let me just post up the donation list. Okay, let's start with Judith first. Yes, Emily, I've received that. Thank you. What you need to know at this time. most important thing that you need to know at this time here, Judith, is that emotionally, I feel like you've been suppressing things. The moon energy that I've got coming up here is advising you here to be open when it comes into your emotion, including the bad and the good things here. With this three of swords energy that I've got coming up here, and along with the moon energy here, you may feel within yourself that you don't know how to express it in a positive way, or you don't know how to express your emotion in general, so you're kind of like burying your emotion here. I feel like this is what you need to be focusing on here at this time, Judy. Like, be open and be honest and releasing any heartbreak and any emotionally that you're feeling that you're not feeling good, because at this time here I've also got polarity energy coming in for you here as well, Judith. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So the law of polarity here, like it says here, there can be no light without dark. So you may feel or you may think within yourself here, like, because you're feeling sad or because you're frustrated, fear, whatever negative emotion, like whatever dark thoughts or negative thoughts that you may feel within yourself here, like you think that you have to be happy all the time, or like you have to be happy all the time, like you have to just like think positively here all the time. That's not always the case. Like you have to open up yourself, like you have to understand like what is the negative thought that you have within yourself here also has a purpose, also has a reason why it's there. So if you are not entertaining them, if you are not, like paying attention to that here, if you just like try to suppress it or try to control it here, it's going to be acting up as a time bomb. It's going to be acting up as a time bomb. It's going to be making you feel down. It's going to, like sooner or later, you're just going to get consumed by that. So this is what you need to know at this time here, Judith. I've also got magic coming in here. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. I've also got the Knight of Wands energy coming up here. I'm also getting a very strong energy. I mean, like a very strong energy around you, I would say here, like a lot of fun energy, like energetical times, I would say here, coming in around you here as well. So make a wish, believe in miracles. So again, manifestation prayers is also coming in here quite strongly as well. So that's what you need to know at this time, Judith. Let me get more. I've also got kinder partnership energy coming up here, and fun again. Have fun and open yourself to have a lot of fun. I'm getting a very strong like fun times energy coming in here around you. And then I've also got partnership with kinder partnership energy coming in here as well. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support system. I'm also getting that there are a lot of trusted people and trusted partnership around your life here. Pay attention to that here as well. So that's the main message that I'm getting coming up for you here, Judith. What you need to know at this time. Yes, I just did your reading like around 5 minutes ago, so you can like rewind back. This is your reading here, Judith. Akuma, messages from N. Let's see. Okay, so messages from N to you, Akuma. I've got soulmate or twin flame energy coming up here. So there is definitely a soul connection between both of you here as well. At the same time, I've also got third party situation coming in here as well, Akuma. The third party situation can be talking about another relationship that this person may be in, or this could also be talking about karmic situation, a certain toxic energy around them, toxic family, toxic friends, for example, toxic inner circle. Could also be talking about certain pain and trauma that they have to let go here as well. And with this, you mean the word to me coming in here. This is how they feel towards you here. And I've also got, I'm sorry for hurting you here as well. With you are my everything. With I'm sorry for hurting you energy coming up here. I think this is like part of them trying to apologize to you for hurting you either intentionally or unintentionally here. With this, you mean the world to me and you are my everything that I've got coming up here. This energy is also, I mean, like, this is basically them being wanting to, like, telling you about how much you mean to them here is another thing that I've got coming up here. Now, back to this abuse or abusive relationship here with this third party situation. So this is something that is related to whatever that they're currently going on at this time. They might be going through a certain abusive situation in their life, or this could also be talking about the past. They might have gone through a certain abusive situation either recently or in the past here. Another thing that they want you to know here is that Akuma, I've got love comes in an unexpected way coming up here. So a lot of trusting into the divine timing energies is also another thing that I've got coming up here. I feel like if you are not hearing from this person, or if you're expecting some sort of like a message or like some sort of like an action from this person, there is going to be a lot of like unexpected energy coming up here. Like, you're going to see a lot of movement, or you're going to see a lot of actions from this person to you here unexpectedly. Here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here for you, Akuma. So that is the message that I'm getting coming up from and to you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Emily, you can pose your question, please. You're welcome. Why is he going back and forth? First of all, here, what I'm getting coming up from him here, Emily, is that a very strong fear energy coming in here. So with this Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles energy coming up here, I've got the Three of Swords and then I've got the Four of Swords. The first energy that I'm getting coming out here, as I picked up into his energy, I'm getting a very, very strong fear energy here. And then another thing that I've got coming up from this person here is that, especially with this Nine of Pentacles energy, he's trying to, like, he's actually, he does have an intention of wanting to build a life for him, like not related to you, not related to a third party here. Like, he just like wants to focus on himself, and he hasn't been able to achieve that. At this time, what I'm getting coming out from him here is that, like, he feels that he's not stable yet. Like, for he himself, he has this a vision, I would say. Like, he has this particular way of thinking, of seeing himself here, which up until this particular point of time here, he hasn't been able to to achieve that. And with this Four of Swords energy and the Three of Swords energy coming up here, I do see a very strong progress. I think I've told you this as well here. There are definitely a very, very strong progress when it comes into him. But at the same time, with this Knight of Pentacles energy coming up here, the progress that he's going through at this time is more into like step by step, which can be a little bit of slow moving energy, like step by step, baby steps energy coming up here. Coming back to the fear energy here, I've also got that he's not really able to be open, or he's not really able to face his own emotion and feelings here. With this Three of Swords energy coming up here, he has this tendency to, whenever he's feeling sad, whenever he's feeling extremely overwhelmed with his emotion here, what happens is that he tend to be like stepping back. So when you caught him during the time that he is like feeling really intense, like he's not really feeling like he's not really in control of his emotion here, this is the time that you could see him like going back and forth. Like this is the time you could see him like suddenly withdrawing from, not only from you, like withdrawing from everything. Because what happens is that he has this tendency to just like withdraw himself from everything when he's starting to see himself, or when he's starting to like feel a lot of intense emotion, intense energy within himself. With this Ten of Swords energy that I've got coming up here is that guilty energy coming in here, and fear. Coming back to the fear energy here, he's actually having a fear of being left out in the cold. So he's afraid of being alone. Like this is something that his biggest fear here. He wants to be able to make a life, he wants to be able to be stable and like be independent within himself, but at the same time he is also like afraid of being alone. So this is why this back and forth energy is actually happening to him. This is why I've got a little bit of stagnancy energy coming in here as well. But like I said before, he's definitely progressing. It's just that whenever he's like progressing five steps ahead, there will be some time here that he will be going backward 2 steps. So this is something kind of like normal for him here, is what I'm getting, Emily. So that's what I've got for his energy. Let me pull up the future. I've got the Page of Swords energy, especially when it comes into his communication. The Page of Swords here, like 1 foot in and 1 foot out type of energy here, is also another thing that I've got. He's definitely becoming more stable. Like slowly, he's definitely becoming more stable to be able to give you the commitment and the stability that you desire here. Again, I've got the Empress energy coming up here. So he's definitely going, I mean, like, he's definitely putting in a high pedestal, I would say here, because at the end of the day, it's still you coming up here quite strongly, Emily. That's what I've got coming up here from him. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Let's see, going back to the free reading. Hmm. NASA 2012, Tom, should you start your business soon or in 2022? I've got number 8 coming up here. You can start the best time, I would say here, either 8 weeks to 8 months from now, or late winter energy can be quite significant as well, Tom. And what does expectation R have when he weakens? What kind of expectation does this person? This person definitely has a very strong feelings towards you here, but at the same time, I've also got the devil energy coming up here. There is also a little bit of controlling energy coming in here as well. So they may have some sort of like an expectation that they can control you from getting. So try to pay attention to that. And mm, you're welcome. Yes, Tom, you can post your question, please. Who else? Empress of Love. May you have messages from us. Okay, so I've got Ten of Cups energy coming up here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups energy is definitely a wonderful energy because this is talking about happiness in general, I would say here. So I would say this person is definitely at the happiest stage of their life when they're with you or when they're thinking about you here. I've also got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming up here. This is also talking about stability and commitment energy coming in. If this is some sort of like a love or relationship connection here, Empress of Love, this is basically talking about they're seeing you as someone they want to have a life with. They're seeing you as someone they want to have a relationship with here is what I'm getting. JK, will I and PV reconcile? Yes, there is a possibility of that, but it may take a little bit some time because with this Five of Pentacles energy I'm getting here, there is this very strong fear energy within themselves as well. No, Ashwini, we are already on free reading. Tom, you can post your question, please. Sabah, your sister, future spouse, future partner. This person, I mean, like the future partner here for your sister can be someone who has a very strong fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, someone with a very tall and strong built energy is what I'm getting coming up here. Could also be someone who is older than her. At least there is a little bit of an age gap energy is what I'm getting coming up here for the future partner for your sister, Sabah. Ashwini, you can post your question. SS, how does SS feelings for you? Okay. So this person here, SS, they do have the intention of wanting to give you something, wanting to give you like a stability and offer, or like some sort of like a commitment here. They do have that intention on that, but at the same time here, they have a very strong defensive wall around them here as well. Like they are afraid. I'm getting a very strong afraid of putting up this defensive wall down. So this is why I'm getting that whenever they make an effort about you, or whenever they like put an effort here, it might be like a little bit of quite a small effort is what I'm getting here. Okay, Tom, I'm Sagittarius. Your detailed question: are you safe at your job? Okay, Tom, this is your reading. Are you safe at your job? Overall energy here, Tom, I'm getting a very strong yes. Yes, that you are definitely safe at your job. I've got the sun energy coming in here. I've got the page of pentacles, the four of cups, six of cups, the moon, and the six of pentacles energy coming up here. Yes, you are definitely safe at your job. So if you're looking for stability or if you're looking for like a long-term stability here, yes, this job is definitely going to be able to offer you. But if you are looking onto the financial, like if you're looking into the money aspect or the financial aspect here, I've got the Six of Pentacles and I've got also the Page of Pentacles energy coming in here. I mean, you will be quite balanced, I would say here. Like you will have a quite a balance money or financial energy here, but it's just going to be staying there. So if you're expecting to have, let's say, more money, or if you're expecting to have like high income or like just like more money coming in from the job here, you may not be able to get that. So if you're looking for just like will I still continue to have the job, will I still have the job here, in that case, yes, you are safe. But financially here, I don't think it will be enough for you is what I'm getting. So I feel like it's balanced, it's good, like it's a good paying job, it's a good paying money, but again, it's just going to be staying there. Like I don't see much progress when it comes into that, which is why I've got the Four of Cups energy and the Moon energy coming in here, which is why I feel like you, like if you stay here, like in the long run, you may think within yourself like, what have I done with all my years? Like, why am I not seeing any progress within myself, within my financial here as well? So those kind of thought will definitely be there, those kind of energy will definitely be there here, Tom. I've also got the Six of Cups energy coming in here, which is also something that, like your childhood dream here, something that you've been dreaming, something that you have been wanting to do here as well. So overall energy, I'm getting, yes, you are definitely safe in this job. But if you're looking for some extra income, if you're looking for like some extra money, you may need to like start doing either like a side business or looking for another job here, is what I'm getting, Tom. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Okay, Ashwini, what does Amit want from us? So I've got the Empress energy coming in here for you here. I mean, this person has a very strong feelings towards you here, and with this Empress energy, he's definitely putting you in such a high pedestal, I would say here, Ashwini. The Empress energy is a very strong energy of like having high thoughts about you, having a high opinion about you here. And the Empress is also like a wife figure as well, wife and mother figure here as well. So like he does have that very strong intention of what, wanting to marry you or wanting to build up a family with you, wanting to build up a relationship with you here, which eventually he's definitely going to be taking up a leap of faith on that as well with his full energy here. So even though he might not be communicating with you at this time, but the intention that he has for you is still the same. Nazreen, love message from Anne. Alright, so this person M here is definitely coming towards you with an offer. Is what I'm getting coming up. Coming up here, Nazreen, I've got a very, very strong moving energy coming up here. Successful movement and commitment, victorious outcome energy coming up here quite strongly. With this justice energy that I've got coming up for you here, if this person is currently dealing with a certain legal system, legal issue here, this justice energy is talking about getting whatever legality that they might involve in here. This is talking about getting up in their own favor. But if there is no very strong of getting what you deserve, like everything will be moving up in your favor is what I'm getting here. So that's it. Yeah, just give it some time. I think things are definitely going to start picking up again, Ashwini. Yes, Sarida, I did your question the first time. I've got a very strong yes on that. Okay, so that's it for the free reading. I think I've done all the free question and I've also done the donation as well. I may have another live reading either, when is next Sunday? I may have one more on end of October, which is like either on 30th or 31st of October during the Halloween. I'm going to make one special live stream, like the last live stream of the month during the Halloween period. So yeah, but yeah, I'll just post it up on the community page. And for those of you who are waiting for the all zodiac sign reading, starting up from Pisces until starting up from the water sign, air sign, fire sign, and earth sign, it will be coming up this week as well. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for those who have donated. Thank you so much for those who are new and subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy as well. I'll see you all on next weekend during the Halloween. Stay safe and be blessed. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye. Yeah, it will also be coming up here as well, Ashwini, this weekend. The twin flame update and the old zodiac sign reading. All right, everyone. Bye bye.